Yes, people. Bottle Jobs TV back again. Before we start, make sure you hit the like up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. Jorginho to Flamengo. He's set to leave Arsenal at the end of the season. Thanks fuck for that. Another stopgap that we end up relying on for too long, people. Another Chelsea scrub that we paid 12 million for it, which if I'm looking at the price and what he done for the football club, it's probably just fair, just about. Because I'm looking at Sterling loan, for example, which was nonsense. That guy, I can't really picture him in an Arsenal shirt. To be fair, at least Jorginho, I remember that goal against Aston Villa, which was great. Bit lucky, but other than that, I can't really remember him doing much for Arsenal. But I remember 2 weeks ago he was in talks with Arsenal for an extended contract, and I was what? But no, if it looks like Andrea Berta, it's Stark doing the housekeeping because he's getting rid of all the deadwood in our club. And let's be fair, 2025, Jorginho should never been in an Arsenal shirt anyway, but not in 2025. Because how many times we went for Chelsea and we got done dirty? Jorginho, Havertz, Willian, David Luiz, Petr Cech, Gallas, Sterling. What was the point of signing Sterling on loan from Chelsea? I can't really understand even to these days. But listen, Andrea Berta has got a big job. And if Jorginho will be followed by Tomiyasu, Trossard maybe, I hope he'll sell Odegaard this summer. And if he can get rid of Arteta as well and get a proper manager in, then I'll be fine with him signing nobody, but get rid of the whole Deadwood. Literally, I will be happy with finishing 10th this season, but leaving Arteta go, getting rid of all the scrubs at this our football club, getting a new manager on, and starting rebuilding back again because it looks like we need a rebuild anyway. And the fact that he's thinking about getting rid of all the wages from the books, like Jorginho and the others, it looks like that's the reason why Arteta got no money in the winter because we had no sporting director and probably the owners, the Cronkies, didn't trust him with any money, which it was the fair decision, to be honest. And if we do buy a lot of players this summer, then I do think Arteta jobs is under pressure because he'll get another go. But if he's not going to deliver, probably at Christmas he'll be sacked. If we go to Christmas, but anyway, again, for as a point, as my opinion on Jorginho is, when we bought him, we were trying to buy Caicedo at that time, and I was gutted because we end up with Jorginho, and this is like I don't know, you're trying to buy a Rolls Royce, and I don't know, you end up with a bike because Caicedo is levels above Jorginho. I mean, Jorginho was a good player. I remember when he was at Napoli and Pep was trying to sign him, but then he followed Sarri, his manager from Napoli. He went to Chelsea, and so and so. The rest of history. But you can see that Chelsea and Napoli got the best time out of Jorginho, and we rely on him as a stopgap, and we kept holding on to him too much anyway. And another negative from this deal is that we going to leave him sign for Flamengo for nothing. I'm sure we could have take, I don't know, 3, 4, even 5 millions for him, because we've done this with too many players, and it affected our FFP. Now, I'm not an accountant, but I'm sure we could have done better. Even with Jorginho, who's, I don't know, 33, like, leaving him for no money to go. So because he costed us that 12 million plus his wages over 2.5 years, that's probably going to be like 25, 30 millions. Now, like I've said, this is a good thing because it's look like a beginning of a new process, because this fan base love a process, and the process is clear out the deadwood, get them off the wage bill, and start to rebuild again. We need a rebuild. Let's be honest. Like, if I'm looking at our bench, that's not fixed. Even though Arteta said, "Oh, the bench is fixed," and that's not fixed, Mikel. You can't fool me, mate. That's one thing. And we're gonna need about 3 or 4 signings for our starting 11. So that's gonna cost a lot of money, plus the wage bill. Gonna fucked up our FFP. That's why we have to leave player go. So yeah, look, I'm here. We will be there next few weeks. I'm sure we're gonna hear about Jay Jesus, about Havertz probably, about Trossard going on to Saudi. Um, I'm sure Al Ittihad will come back for him for 15, 20 mil. I'll be happy with that. And yeah, I'm going to make another video tomorrow for PSG Arsenal preview, my starting 11, and what's my thoughts about the second leg in the semi final. I'll be at Box Park, Wembley. We'll watch it with all the fans and that. I'm hoping for a good time, but you know how Arsenal is, so let's be honest. Now, I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you enjoy your bank holiday, and stay tuned, boys.